The story begins in the magical land of Equestria, a place of harmony, friendship, and wonder, where the sun and moon are raised by the powerful princesses Celestia and Luna, and where the magic of friendship is celebrated by ponies of all kinds. Today is a very special day, the Friendship Festival, a grand celebration organized by Princess Twilight Sparkle, the Princess of Friendship, to bring ponies from all over Equestria together in unity and joy. The festival is a massive event, with ponies arriving from Manhattan, Saddle Arabia, and every corner of the land. The streets are filled with colorful decorations, the air is filled with laughter and music, and the excitement is palpable. Every pony is in high spirits, and the anticipation for the celebration is overwhelming. Twilight Sparkle, the purple unicorn who has become the Princess of Friendship, is nervous. She has been preparing for this festival for weeks, and she wants everything to be perfect. She has planned every detail, from the stage lighting to the sunset timing. And she has asked the other princesses, Celestia, Luna, and Cadance, to help her create the perfect light show. She has charts, graphs, and precise calculations. And she is determined to make this the most wonderful celebration Equestria has ever seen. She believes that if the festival is perfect, it will prove that she is worthy of her title and that friendship is the most powerful magic in the world. She paces back and forth, her mind racing with worries. What if Songbird Serenade hates the stage? What if Nopony makes a new friend? What if she fails at the festival? What if she is not good enough to be the Princess of Friendship? But when Twilight presents her elaborate plan to the princesses, they gently decline. Celestia explains that each of them uses their magic in their own way, and that Twilight already has all the magic she needs as the Princess of Friendship. Luna agrees, saying that friendship is its own kind of magic, one that does not require moving the sun or the moon. Cadance adds that Twilight's strength lies in her ability to connect with others and bring them together. Twilight is disappointed but determined to make the festival a success. She decides that she will prove that she can do it without their help, and she redoubles her efforts to ensure everything is perfect. Meanwhile, Twilight's friends, the main six, are busy preparing for the festival. Pinkie Pie is testing her confetti cake cannon, which explodes, covering Twilight in cake. Rarity is decorating the stage, complaining about Rainbow Dash's fast but messy work. Applejack is overseeing the food, making sure there is enough apple cider for everyone. Fluttershy is taking care of the animals, and Rainbow Dash is clearing the skies for perfect weather. The main six are working together, supporting Twilight, and helping her prepare for the biggest celebration of her life. They share a moment of camaraderie, singing about how they have everything under control and how they will make the festival unforgettable. But just as the festival begins, disaster strikes. Dark storm clouds appear on the horizon, and a massive airship descends upon the celebration. From the ship emerges Commander Tempest, a fierce unicorn with a broken horn, accompanied by her henchmen, the storm creatures. Tempest demands the complete and total surrender of Equestria, and she threatens to take the magic of the princesses by force. The princesses refuse to surrender, and Tempest unleashes her army upon the festival, capturing the princesses one by one. Celestia, Luna, and Cadance are overwhelmed by the storm creatures, and their magic is drained into the Staff of Sacanas, a powerful artifact that can channel the magic of all four rulers. Twilight and her friends escape, but they are horrified to see that their kingdom has been invaded and their friends have been captured. Tempest takes the three princesses and their magic, but Twilight manages to escape. She and her friends are left to hide in the ruins of the festival, determined to find a way to save their friends and their kingdom. Twilight is devastated. feeling that she has failed as a princess and as a friend. She blames herself for not being able to protect her friends, and she feels the weight of the entire kingdom on her shoulders. Twilight remembers the words of Princess Celestia, who told Princess Luna to seek help from the Queen of the Hippogriffs. Determined to find this queen and save her friends, Twilight and her friends set out on a journey across the desert, through the badlands, and into unknown territory. They leave Equestria, ready to face whatever challenges await them. They know that they are risking everything, but they are determined to save their home and their friends. The journey is long and dangerous. The main six travel through the desert, encountering strange creatures and harsh conditions. They face scorching heat, endless sand, and the constant threat of starvation and dehydration. They begin to doubt themselves, wondering if they will ever find the queen or if they are wasting their time. But they push forward, driven by their love for their friends and their determination to save Equestria. They sing songs to keep their spirits up, and they remind each other that they are stronger together than they are apart. They meet Kappa, a smooth-talking cat who offers to help them find the Hippogriffs. Kappa is charming and witty, and he seems genuinely eager to help them. He sings a song about how he is the friend they need, someone who can guide them through the dangers of the unknown and help them achieve their goals. He leads them through the desert, showing them shortcuts and hiding places, and he seems to be a valuable ally. But Kappa betrays them, leading them into a trap set by Virko, a crime lord who wants to sell them to Tempest. The main six are captured and placed in a cage, and they realize that they have been deceived. Kappa reveals that he is in debt to Virko, and he planned to sell them to clear his debt. The main six are horrified, and they feel betrayed. But they do not give up hope. They escape from the cage, using their unique abilities to break free. They fight their way out, and they leave Kappa and Virko behind, determined to never trust a stranger again. But they are chased by Tempest's forces, and they are forced to travel to the docks to find a ship. They run through the city, dodging storm creatures and avoiding capture. They reach the docks, but they are surrounded. Just as all hope seems lost, they meet a group of pirates, the crew of Captain Solano, who are working for the Storm King. The pirates are initially hostile, but the main six inspire them to remember their adventurous past and rebel against the Storm King. They sing a song about being awesome, about breaking free from the chains of oppression and living life to the fullest. The pirates are moved by their words, and they agree to help the main six. They decide to join forces, and they travel together to Mount Aris, the home of the Hippogriffs. But when they arrive at Mount Aris, they find that the city is empty. The Hippogriffs have abandoned their home, and the main six are left with nothing but ruins. They search the city, but they find no sign of life. They are about to give up hope when they hear a faint sound, a song coming from the depths of the water. They follow the sound, and they discover a hidden underwater kingdom, where the Hippogriffs have transformed into sea ponies to escape the Storm King's rule. They meet Princess Skystar, a bubbly and enthusiastic sea pony who is thrilled to have visitors. She is overjoyed to meet new ponies, and she takes them to meet her mother, Queen Novo, who rules the underwater kingdom. Queen Novo is protective of her kingdom and refuses to help the main six. She fears that the Storm King will find them and steal their magical pearl, which allows them to transform into sea ponies. She explains that the pearl is the source of their power, and if it falls into the wrong hands, it could be used for evil. She is unwilling to risk the safety of her subjects, and she tells the main six that they must leave. Twilight tries to convince the Queen to help, explaining that they need the pearl to save Equestria, but she is unsuccessful. Desperate, Twilight attempts to steal the pearl, but she is caught and banished. The main six are heartbroken, and Twilight is devastated by her failure. Tempest tracks them down and captures Twilight, taking her to the Storm King's castle. Tempest reveals her tragic past. How she was abandoned by her friends after she broke her horn, and how she has been driven by loneliness and anger ever since. She sings a haunting song about how she learned to rely on herself. How she realized that depending on others only leads to pain and disappointment. She explains that she made a deal with the Storm King to restore her horn, and she will do anything to achieve her goal. Twilight is imprisoned, and the Storm King prepares to use the magic of the princesses to gain ultimate power. He plans to control the sun, the moon, and all the magic of Equestria, and he will stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Meanwhile, the main six and their new allies, including Kappa, the pirates, and Princess Skystar, band together to rescue Twilight. They realize that they cannot succeed alone, and they must work together to save their friend and their kingdom. They infiltrate the Storm King's castle, using their unique skills to defeat the storm creatures and reach Twilight. They fight their way through the castle, facing wave after wave of enemies. They use their courage, their wit, and their friendship to overcome every obstacle. The Storm King reveals his true plan, to use the princess's magic to gain absolute power and control the world. He laughs at the main six, mocking their attempts to stop him. But the main six refuse to give up. They work together, fighting with courage and determination. In the climactic battle, the main six work together to defeat the Storm King and save Equestria. Twilight learns the importance of trusting her friends, and she realizes that friendship is the most powerful magic of all. She sees that her friends never gave up on her, even when she gave up on herself. She understands that true friendship means being there for each other through thick and thin, and that together, they are unstoppable. The princesses are freed, and Twilight's faith in friendship is restored. The Storm King is defeated, and peace is restored to Equestria. The ponies of Equestria celebrate their victory, and the Friendship Festival is held once again. This time, it is a celebration of the bonds that unite all creatures, not just ponies. The main six are hailed as heroes, and Twilight is proud of her friends and their incredible journey. She apologizes for her mistakes, and she thanks her friends for never giving up on her. They embrace, and they promise to always be there for each other. Tempest is also given a second chance. Twilight offers her friendship, and she accepts, realizing that she has been wrong to push others away. She reveals that her real name is Fizzlepop Berrytwist, and she is welcomed into the community of Equestria. She learns that she is not alone, and she finds a new family among the ponies. The story ends with the main six celebrating their victory and their friendship, knowing that they will always be there for each other, no matter what. They watch the sunset together, grateful for everything they have been through and everything they have learned. They know that their friendship is the most powerful magic of all, and they are ready for whatever adventures await them.